we will talk about Surehive. But before we do that, I just want to make sure if you can all hear me. So if you can all hear me, please tap yes here. Okay, I see yes, yes, Chamo, yes. Okay, everyone, this is so exciting. Yes, I like that. I'm just so happy there is no problem with technology. So I'm happy to be here again with you. So once again, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Edson Pinza. And I'm the founder of a decentralized finance ecosystem and built on Cardano first. It is Surehive, and I'm sure many of you you know what Surehive is all about. So all about, and then at the end I will also give you a brief technical update on how far we are with Surehive. So without wasting time, I don't think we just need to wait for anyone at this stage. So I'm just going to start straight to the meat of the subject. So it is a hitting news at the moment, and everyone talks about it. I'm sure even people who have not been in crypto or people who don't know about DeFi, I'm sure they have heard about it because it's actually one of the biggest crash in the history of cryptocurrency, and in particular, the biggest in the history of DeFi. So today we're going to talk about Luna, and we're going to talk about UST, and that is stable coin built on a Luna ecosystem. So I'm sure before we even go to Luna or go to the news, I think it's good for us to understand what is happening really before that. So something that is interesting to know is what is called stable coin. And the stable coin first, the first purpose of a stable coin is actually to bring the stability in the crypto ecosystem. For example, you all know Bitcoin is very volatile, and Ethereum is very volatile. And then people were looking for ways to have cryptocurrency that is not volatile, so that people, the user of cryptocurrency, they don't need to always, cash out to the bank account in order to get fiat. So that was where the idea of stablecoin came. And your stable coin is just what? Or stable coin, you can call it stable coin or stable token. It's just a mimic of the price of an asset. And that mimic can be directly pegged and be run on in a centralized way. So that simply means, let's say I want to create a stable coin, right? So I will first need to have money in my bank account. Let's say if you put in terms of dollar, I have $1 million in bank account, and then I want to create a stable coin. So I will create a smart contract or create a token on any blockchain, and that token will just allow me now not to leave the blockchain or the cryptocurrency. So then if you come and you want, maybe you want to get that stable coin, let's say you also coming with $1 million and you want to get the stable coin, you can come to me and I will print $1 million worth of a stable coin, and then you will deposit the $1 million in my bank account, and the process will carry on. So your friend will come and deposit 1 million in bank account, then I will print another 1 million, and so on. As such, in this case here, we can prove, or I can prove, if the value, the market cap or the size of a stable coin reach 1 billion, I can actually prove I have 1 billion in the bank account. So that can be audited, can be audited, can be verified. But that backing can also be backed by other assets. It doesn't have to be cash, it doesn't have to be fiat, it can be also gold, or it can be any commodity. So but the thing is here, if auditors really come, I can just prove them like I have the asset that support that stable coin. And such example of stable coin, I'm sure you heard about the USDC, which is a stable coin, which is backed by some asset, or also USDT. If I'm saying USDT, put that in with a bracket. That is also a stable coin that is said to be backed. So that's one way to do it. And if I do it like that, in that way, in that fashion, so my stable coin now is a centralized stable coin. Why? Because it's linked to something which is physical, which is centralized. Now, another way just to have stable coin is for decentralization, decentralized stable coin. So how do we can do it? We can get them by backing the stable coin by backing the stable coin by a cryptocurrency. So in that case, what is happened is if I create a stable coin and I say the stable coin will be backed by Ethereum, let's say by Bitcoin. Let's just take an example of 1 Bitcoin. So when you come to me and you deposit 1 Bitcoin, I will give you a backed of a stable coin, right? But your 1 Bitcoin now is backing that stable coin. And most of the time what happens is, if you are familiar with that, it is usually through collateralization, where you have an asset and then there is a lending and a borrowing process that's happened, and then the stable coin will be issued. So in that case, there is a stable coin which is linked to make a DAO. It's called DAI stable coin, and this DAI stable coin is actually backed by that. So by lending your Ethereum, then you will receive this stable coin here. So that's one way to do that. And in that fashion, you actually have different of these type of a stable coin. And another stable coin, another name here is it's called Liquidity USD. Liquidity USD, and this Liquidity USD is generated through collateralization, where I take my Ethereum. Let's say I have Ethereum worth of $1,000. I take this Ethereum, or let's say 1,000 rand. So I take Ethereum, I give it to the lending platform. Then the lending platform will give me stable coin, okay, which is maybe 500 stable coin. But my loan is backed by a value by Ethereum. So this is different way you can just generate it. But also you can generate your stable coin through algorithm. And this algorithm just check, it depends on how you set it. Let's say your algorithm want to follow the price of USDT, of USD, of a dollar. So that algorithm it's either it's based on supply, like you can call it supply and demand. So when there is this currency being, if the value of the currency is above $1, then the algorithm tend to print more of this stable coin, so that the value can start to be almost close to $1. So if the value, if the value is below, then the then the algorithm will print more. But if the value is above, then the stable coin tend to, tend to burn it, so that the value just remain around $1. So this is how different way you can obtain these stable coin. So now, in the case of Luna, even before Luna, we had in cryptocurrency where we almost have the same situation. So it's I'm sure you remember, if you have been around in crypto space, about the Titan token and the Ion Finance protocol, where your Ion token is a stable coin, and your Titan is the token that is moving, that is fluctuating. So then that brings us to Luna and UST. So Luna is a cryptocurrency, and the reason it was created is to actually to have a more global currency, because they thought Bitcoin is very volatile, and then they want to create a currency that is less volatile than Bitcoin. And the way to create it is to link it with a stable coin, so that when the value is the value is so that it's actually keep the stability based on the USD, the stable coin. So your UST is actually backed by Luna. So every USD that will be printed is backed by Luna. It's a collateral of Luna. And then that's the system worked quite well through years. And the reason it also worked well because Luna, as compared to the previous example I was talking about, Titan and Iron Finance, Luna is a blockchain, and a blockchain where you can build application. So you can build a decentralized exchange, you can build lending and borrowing platform on Luna, you can do anything you can do in DeFi. You can in DeFi, you can do it in Luna. And then as a result, it's give it value, it's give it utility. But also there is, there is a challenge with that, because by the time someone, a whale who has a huge amount of Luna start to dump Luna, and then the price of Luna tend to dump very quickly. So what happens is your stable coin is no longer $1 anymore. So it start to go below $1. And if that situation carry on for some period of time, then people start to have a panic in the market, because the promise is that a stable coin will be equivalent to $1, and now it's no longer equivalent to $1. So people will tend to panic now. So what will happen in the market? People will start to dump everything. So those who have USDT, they will dump it for UST, they will dump it for a different cryptocurrency. Those who have Luna, they will also dump it, and then just create chaos. So this is actually what we witnessed recently, where the source from the source, it says it's a big whale that own some that landed some Bitcoin and get some USD at a discount, and then start to dump this USD, and then start to create chaos. So when it's create chaos, everyone is in panic and everyone wants to sell it. So if you look at the chart of Luna, you will see the price just dump very quickly and suddenly goes to zero because no one wants it anymore. And that is actually the challenge usually when there is a panic, because here is decentralized, and then there is also there is not a system to stop people from dumping. So, but from dumping, and then as a result, people will keep on dumping, and as you said, goes to zero. Now, the thing is, what is the impact of DeFi? So, if you know Luna from the past, you would have noticed Luna used to be the second biggest DeFi platform after Ethereum. So it was first Ethereum, and when I'm saying biggest in terms of total value lock, total asset lock. So first Ethereum, then you have Luna, then you have Binance Smart Chain, and so on. The list goes down. But also on of a platform like Binance Smart Chain, but like Ethereum, like Avalanche. Of a protocol, they use this currency. They also use through bridge. They will use UST, and then as a result, those platforms will be also affected because the currency of the token is spread across different platforms. So that actually led to, when that happened, people dumping Luna, people removing the liquidity and keep on dumping. That's on Luna protocol, but also on Ethereum protocol, on Binance Smart Chain protocol, on Avalanche protocol. People start to dump the coin, dump the token. And then it's affected also of a DeFi platform. So if you look at the total value lock in DeFi, maybe a week ago, it was around 200 billion, but today we're sitting almost at 110 billion. Why? Because that liquidity from Luna was removed, but also the liquidity was also removed from other platform that use actually USD or Luna. So this is what you see in the market. So there is a lot of panic, and does it mean DeFi is bad, or does it mean that? The thing is, from experience being in the space, cryptocurrencies in general are very volatile, but also at the same time we're doing we're building a new system, financial a new system, and people do a lot of experiment, but sometimes this experiment can be very costly for the users. So as a result, it's usually very important to always, manage your risk. It's all about risk management. You need to manage your risk. And how do you manage your risk is by learning, by acquiring information, by getting that critical thinking in here, so that you can limit your exposure to risk in DeFi, in cryptocurrency. By the way, we will be releasing a blog on how should you behave in such condition, like in a condition like this, how should you behave? So we will just write, we will have that. And I'm just going to paste this link here. You can follow Surehive on this link. You can follow Surehive on this link. And usually when we publish article, we can also publish them in our channel group, so that you keep on getting educated. So now, if you go back to Surehive, what is Surehive? So Surehive, in short, is a DeFi, decentralized finance ecosystem. So when we say decentralized finance ecosystem, because in Surehive, you have the Surehive wallet, and you have the Surehive Academy, but also you have the Surehive Decentralized Exchange. And we chosen first to build on Cardano. Why? Because of the approach Cardano took, which is to emphasize on security, to emphasize on scalability. Scalability means in speed of transaction, and if the speed is high, also to be reduce the transaction fees, and also in terms of sustainability. So that simply means like as the protocol, as the number of users grow, the protocol should be able or should be robust to accommodate these huge number of users. So because of all these benefit Cardano offer, we just decide to build on that ecosystem first. And as time goes by, we will extend it to other platform, So, and at the moment regarding the protocol, Surehive a decentralized exchange. We have made progress since the last live call I had with you on Telegram. So we have made progress. We have more resources and human resources to help us to build the protocol and move faster. So we're moving faster than ever before. So then we have a wallet. At the moment, we build the wallet. We had the first version, and because one of our core value is the user interface has to be easy, has to be intuitive. So we have to implement a better user interface. And at the moment, we linking the wallet itself to the user interface, so that when we get ready, we will send it. You will also have an opportunity to test it and to have a feel, and also give us feedback before we release it for the public. And also we have a school. The school has made a lot of improvement. And the thing is, the way we build the school, it's in terms of sustainability, because we build it in a way so that we can accommodate 100,000 student or user at the same time. So it took us, in terms of building it took us time, but we have made a tremendous progress, and that also was based at some point we have challenges in terms of debugging, and so, but we managed to the team managed to do it right. So we approaching that stage where we will be also in a position to share it with you. So I hope this Zoom made you understand a bit of what is happening in cryptocurrency, what is Luna, what is UST. So we will have this regular meeting so that we can keep on giving you information about DeFi, about cryptocurrency, about blockchain as things move. So before I close here, I can take 2 questions. I see people want to ask some questions, so I can take 3 questions here. And yes, I see someone is say, is it safe to buy Luna to buy at the deep? So usually for me, like when in a position like this, there is a lot of, you can call it, people are in panic. So the thing is to ask first, is Luna going to make it or not going to make it? Because at the moment it's actually extremely to zero. So some people who have nothing to lose or who think they can make an extremely high risk, then the ego will go and buy it. But at this stage, I'm just keep staying just a bit away from it. Why? Because of experience, because what happened with Ion Finance and the Titan token. So when it went to zero, it went to zero because now the market is in extremely panic and everyone just want to dump. So so if it's all about risk, your risk management. If you think, okay, you want to get 100 rand and you want to get into it, and if you lose 100 rand, you will be fine, then go ahead. But otherwise, I'm saying it's extremely high risk, and no one knows what is going to happen. So I'm not sure if they will survive, which technique they will use to survive. So, but from the experience I have, we have with what is happening in the market, especially with the case of stable coin, when it's linked to a coin. So when it's crashed hard. So it's usually not the case. To just to get into, it's good to observe first what is happening before taking anything. So say since Surehive is built on Cardano, what is Surehive doing or planning to prevent similar crash like Luna? So Surehive here is it actually is a platform, is like we'll have a token, the Share token, the Hive token, and Hive token is similar to a token like you can see it. It's like Uniswap token or its Pancake token. So everything is based on the utility the platform gives. But it's difficult to prevent 100% people from dumping the coin. But the best you can do is what you promise your user is your technology, what you want to deliver, and what is your vision, and are you delivering it? And this is how you make the community to trust what you do, what the value you provide. So Surehive token has utility, and because of the utility, we just give a value to the protocol. But regarding the price, it's up to the community. If the community like the project, if the community believe in the project, that's usually what prevents the crash. So, but if you look at even the whole entire cryptocurrency ecosystem, you will see there is some period where it's called bull market, where you see everything is just climbing, and then you have also a period where it's a bear market where everything is going down. But the most important is when for us, when we build, is always to be consistent and keep on delivering the value to our user to give them the confidence, and that's through education. So we value a lot education, and we want to educate our community about cryptocurrency, about DeFi, about doing their own research, about having the confidence in DeFi in cryptocurrency. So that's how you make the community, you make people, the community stronger and stronger. The first value, the core value is for us, it's education. We want people, we want our community to be educated. Hard to tell, nobody knows. Yes, it's hard to tell, nobody knows. So it again, it goes to your risk tolerance. So is your risk tolerance, is it 100 Rand, is it 1,000 Rand, or is it $10,000? So you just decide, because in position like this, things can move very fast. So you can buy Terra, and the next 1 minute it goes to 10,000%. But you can also buy it, and the next 1 minute it goes to, goes down 90%. So it's very random at the moment. And usually people, when the market is very random, people tend to hold on and look at what is happening in the market. So yeah. I see people want to own more Luna, they want more own more Luna. Again, your risk tolerance. Risk tolerance, it's very important. So don't, like usually in situation like these, people, they expect it to go back, and then they go and do crazy expenses, crazy mistakes. Then again, they get in a position where they lose everything. So I see Luna seems to gain momentum. Yes, seems to gain momentum, but at the same time, it's a position where the market is very volatile. So we don't know what is happening the next 1 minute. So it's up to you to take that decision. Okay, friends, I hope you're doing, I hope I brought value to you. And just one thing to tell you here. The thing is, like, for like what gave me the confidence also to be in DeFi, in cryptocurrency, it's actually when I see the number of people who are getting involved, the skills who are getting involved, and you see a lot of people who used to run a startup or company in Silicon Valley. They're now moving into crypto, and you see people who are working with banks, creating the own. So what we see now is a lot of skills getting more and more into cryptocurrency, into DeFi. So for me, that's a trigger, because when you invest, also you invest in people, you invest in the value, and this is where fundamental analysis come to, because when you do your fundamental analysis, you want to see the value of a company, even in the mainstream economy. If you want to buy stock, usually also, or you want to invest in a startup, you see also the team, the type of people who are coming here, the value they bringing, the skills coming, and we see more and more skills now coming in the ecosystem, and that's what gives us that give us the confidence that we hear crypto is here to remain, DeFi is here to remain. But at the current stage, there is a lot of experiment that is being done in the ecosystem. Unfortunately, it's cost a lot of money to people. But from there, there will be, the next banks and the next big company, technology company, will also come from here. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening. So we will keep this regular, so that I will keep you informed of what is happening in the market, what is happening in Surehive. I will give you the update, and also keep on educating you in the space, so that it gives you more confidence to navigate in this volatile space. So thank you very much for listening, and enjoy your evening, enjoy your afternoon. Cheers, everyone.